Hi everyone, I am Ansar, BT therapist, WELL Rehabilitation Network. So today we are discussing about autism, autism spectrum disorder. So in autism spectrum disorder, the autism spectrum disorder is a neurodevelopmental disorder. It's mostly come in the age of 1 to 2. But in the some cases, we will notice in any age. Okay, so for example, the kid of an autistic kid have some features like the kid have restricted or repetitive pattern of behavior and interests. Like they're doing continuously some activities or they're doing restricted activity. Like they're nothing doing, they're still looking some object or some movements like that. So, and the second and the most important thing is lack of socialization and lack of social communication. It means that they can have the difficulty to communicate with others. I'm simply examining that. For example, a kid have a good communication with the others in the normal age, like 2 and 2.5. They will communicate with their basic needs and they'll communicate with others in an easy manner. But in the case of autistic kid, he have the difficulty to communicate, to interact with the others. For example, to playing with others kids, to perform with others, and to communicate their basic need in verbal and some case of non-verbal also. So this is the main factors that can have autism. First one is repetitive or restricted pattern of behavior or interests. Second thing is lack of socialization. Third thing is lack of social communication. So these three things are the main symptoms of ASD. ASD means autism spectrum disorder. And other thing that when the kid have some difficulty to pointing some objects, or the kid have difficulty to giving eye contact, attentioning and concentration, and the kid has difficulty to sitting. This also be a part of ASD symptoms. Another thing is easily to notice that this kid, the autistic development problem kids, have some issues in verbal and non-verbal communication, and interests is also very different to other kids, and then social interaction and social maturity is very less than their normal age. So we can identify the kid in their behavior and their social interaction and communication ways. We can identify our kid have any issue in the case of autism. We want to notice in the age 12 months, 12 months in the 1 year, the kid is making some sounds like mama, daddy, like then calling, or he is communicating with others. In the age of 14, the kid is pointing any object. We want to check that. Like that, a normal kid is doing in the age appropriate. We want to check that our kid have the difficulty in the part of these behaviors, and the kid have more lack of attention and concentration, and some kid have more hyperactivity and irritability. Hyperactivity means they are more hyper in their attitude, their behavior, and playing also like more hyper. And the irritability means they are irritable with doing or concentrating some activity, and they are playing with their fingers and legs and their body parts. Like irritability means like this they will play, like this they will do, like that, and the kids will make some sounds, say like stimming, cribbing, like that, like me 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 la 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 la, like that sounds. And the echolalia is there. Echolalia means a kid is repeating their sound. What the sound means, when we are saying to the kid something, the kid same thing kid will repeating. For example, I am asking what is your name, the kid is repeating what is your name. and I am asking, my name is my name is Ansar, your name. The kid is also saying, my name is Ansar, what's your name? Like that, the kid will repeat. It's based on direct communication or other or visual like TV or mobile, like that will communicate, they will equally like that. So this is the main symptoms of autism spectrum disorder. And the most important thing, type of autism. Type of autism means there is different type of autism. Like the some autistic kid have the difficulty in the cognitive level, means intellectual delay. Some kid have difficulty in the intellectual delay, and kid difficulty in the social functional language, means language communication, sign communication, like that. And the third thing is some can have the difficulty to um, communicate in a what's a communicate in a normal manner. They will make some irritability or some aggressive behavior when they need to achieve something. For example, a kid needs some chips or some food for eat. The kid will make to irritable the caretaker, like father or mother is there. The kid will irritate them, the kid will bite them, like that they will communicate. So the type of autism is like IDDs, some kids have intellectual development delay and lack of functional language in the area of speech and communication. And the most now the current century, now the current scenario, the most important autism spectrum disorder is virtual autism. So what is virtual autism means? Virtual autism is continuously the kid is using a mobile, TV, or other visually connected thing, the kid will continuously watching that. For example, we are giving to our kids like a mobile phone, and um, we are giving mobile phones and other thing like TV. Why we are giving in the childhood? Most of the parents are busy with their own work and busy with other home works, home activity. So what they do to eat the kid, eating the kid, they're giving the mobile, and the kid is continuously watching the mobile. They are feeding. So in the case of parents, it's very easy to feed. They think that it's very easy to feed, or they want to do any other work. They give the mobile to the kid. So the kid is continuously watching that mobile phone or the TV. The kid will form a type of autism. It's called virtual autism. So in this autism is difference from others is the kids know what is the speech, the kid, because kid hearing some languages but kid doesn't know what is the meaning of the language. The kids know about counting the numbers, but the kids doesn't understand why I am counting like this. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, the kids will count like that, but the kid doesn't understand what is this. Like that autism is increasing now the current scenario. So every person want to understand that what is autism spectrum disorder, and how we can identify that, and how we can treatment and manage the autism. So this is very important thing when we are to address in the normal society and kids. Okay, so this is simply autism and reasons of autism and sign and symptoms of autism. And the next thing is treatment and management plan of autism spectrum disorder. The treatment plans of autism spectrum disorders are like behavioral therapy, speech therapy, and occupational therapy. So, in the area of behavioral therapy, simply called BT, in the area of BT, the BT therapist, like behavioral therapy, is focusing on kids' behavioral aspects. like attention, hyperactivity, sitting tolerance, and eye hand coordination, like that activity, and improving the good behaviors like sitting tolerance, waiting time, attention and concentration, and cognitive level and problem solving skills, this type of things, and reducing the kids' maladaptive behavior. The maladaptive behavior, it means the kids have some behavior like screaming, stimming, scribbling, steaming, like that behaviors the kid have, and the kid have some irritability behavior or making some sounds or over attaching with others or repeatedly doing some activities, and they are more difficulty to socialize, or they have strangers fear, they have public fear, they never interacting with others, or the kid have no sitting capacity, like that we want to reduce that maladaptive behavior and increasing the good behavior. And the third thing in the case of BT is the making the kid age appropriate social development. It means that if the kid age is 4, but when we addressing the kid, we can understand that the kid have some social maturity and social activity deficit. Like a normal kid have will play in the age of 4 with the other kid, play with the other kids, but this can have the lack, and like that so many lack of eating, lack of dressing, like that is there. So we want to address that also, increase the kids social maturity based on the kids age. So these three things are the under the BT. First one is increasing some good behaviors and reducing maladaptive behavior. Third one is age appropriate social development. In the case of speech, in this case of speech, the speech therapist is focused on kids' speech and language and verbal and non-verbal communication. And the most thing is comprehension, improving the kids' word identification, discrimination, and other comprehension activity, like increasing that cognitive level of the language area. And the third thing is third focused area is OT. OT means occupational therapy. In occupational therapy, the occupational therapist is focused on reducing hyperactivity and irritability and managing the sensory problems like sensory integration therapy. And the third one is improving the fine motor abilities. This is a basic thing, more things is there, but this is the most basic thing in the case of OT, speech and BT. So these are the management techniques of autism spectrum disorder. And special education also there after the kid will achieve in the case of speech and OT and BT in a minimal level, we can go with the special education also, like letters, numbers, and reading, writing, like that, listening, like that, everything we can go like that in special education also. When we achieve the a minimal level we achieve in the BT, speech and OT, we can go like that. So these are the management and treatment plans for autism spectrum disorder. Okay. Thank you for everyone for to listening me. Okay. If you have any doubt or any clarification needed in the case of my topic, or you have any, you are noticing any kids like this, the issues or any signs of or symptoms of like this, you can anytime you can contact with the Well Rehabilitation Network. You can anytime connect with our website, our contact number, and our clinic in any time. You can ask and you can communicate with our therapist by connecting this area like website, mobile number, and through directly. Okay, thank you. And anyone have any doubts about this autism spectrum disorder? And now I'm explaining the signs and the symptoms and reason and the treatment plans. Of anyone have the doubt, they want to ask. Okay. The one main question is asked to a person is, it's a great question. It's stubbornness. So they asked about stubbornness. Stubbornness means a kid's have a or like or restricted behavior. He is more. He never do when we are giving some activity. He's most of the time he's doing what he likes only. The reason is first thing one is the autism spectrum disorder kids are live their own world. Hmm. Okay, they will live their own world, and they cannot come with other in normal world, and they never accept to enter other person in the world. So this is a main feature of autism. And even we are or the parents are noticing our kid have some difficulty or our kid have some problem, the parents will give more care. More care means more pampering they will give. So when giving more pampering, the kid have form a stubborn behavior. Stubborn means a, they will never accept others. They will when we giving some work, they will never accept to do that. So how we can reduce that stubbornness is reducing the pampering. We can give instructions to the parent. We want to reduce the pampering, then only the stubbornness will decrease. And the main other thing is when the parents have pampering, the kids will form stubbornness. When the stubbornness will form, the kids will increase laziness. When the laziness will increase, the kid never do any activity. So the two area we can go with, we the therapist want to reduce to giving some activities, the laziness we want to reduce. So we want to give some activities, some basic steps to reduce on the area of stubbornness, and we want to give instruction to the therapist. And no, sorry, we want to give instruction to the parents to reduce the pampering behavior, so it's easy to manage the stubbornness. And break patterning, pattern breaking, the other question is pattern breaking, how we can break the kids pattern. Okay, it's a great question, so thank you for asking question. And the pattern that I said you now, the kids have some repetitive pattern of behavior. So in this case, when we are addressing a kid, the kid is continuously doing that activity. First thing that we want to shape that. Shape means when we want to give some other activity with the collaboration of this activity. For example, if some kid have active doing some, when the kid is um, doing with the beads, we want to give some other activity with the beads. So gradually we are going with the other activity to conditioning to the kids. It's very, so it's very easy to change by conditioning. Conditioning means we are giving other thing in the time of, when we are giving other thing in the kid doing some repetitive pattern of behavior. Now we want to give some other activity or some other things to do, so the kid gradually it will change to other activity. So gradually we can shape like that, or giving reinforcement we can shape that. But some kid have some particular type of activity or some particular type of behavior. Why, what we can do that, we want to shape the kids behavior with doing that activity with the kid. For example, the kid doing some beads activity, we also want to play with the kid. We are also playing with the beats. Gradually we are the kids continuously playing with others, the kid need us to play with them. So gradually we can change the object, the kid also will come like that. So like that we can change the pattern and break, we can break the pattern. Okay, the another question is, Okay, when some parents asking that is an important question. When some parents will ask, "What is autism?" So my kid have this some signs. My kid is not interacting with the others. My kid not understanding what we saying. Some one kid is not cooperating with us. Some kid is very hyper in the case. So some I'm discussing with others. They will say that that is autism, but we don't know what is autism, what is that. That fear is definitely there. So in simply we can address the parents about autism is the autism is a neurodevelopmental disorder. It means that the kid have some issue in the part of brain, neurotransmitters like that. The kid have some issue. It's based on genetical or some other pregnancy time complication, or and twins child like that. And in some scientific area, the scientists are more studying about what is reason, more reasons in the autism. So what we can understand, we can say to the parents that autism is a neurodevelopmental disorder. Your kid have some deficit to interact with the others and communicating with the others, and they have a some repetitive restricted pattern of behavior. It is based because of this type of neurodevelopmental disorder. It's very manageable. We can make the kid functionable by doing the therapy. It's very easy to manage by the collaboration of therapist and the parents. The parents also a great therapist in the case of managing the kid. So the collaboration of therapist and the parents, it's very easy to treat, and it's very easy to manage the autism, and developing the social maturity also very easy. Okay, the next question is how to reducing flapping of hands. So flapping of hands will reduce. I said you now we can condition with the other activity. Like shaping, I said simply I'm saying shaping. So we are giving some more, we are engaging the kids to others or other activity. We are more engaging the kids to other activity on other attention or concentration activity or some playing activity. Basically, what the main therapeutic method we want to do with the kid is supportive play therapy. Means we want to give the support to kids to play, and gradually we can shape the kids to our age shape. Simply I'm saying that when we are some kids playing with the balls, we are going to engage the kids to playing with the ball. Gradually the kids will come to interact us. It's make rapport, it's called rapport. So when we make a rapport, it's very easy to understand the kid, and kid also will understand us. So we can shape the behavior continuously giving some other activity, and we are can give some rewards to increase the desirable activity. Desirable activity means the kids doing some good activity. We can give some rewards also. So it will help the kids to understand, yes, I'm going doing a good behavior. So it's when I doing good behavior I get reward. So I want to be good, do good activity. So we can shape that flapping activities and some other repetitive activities. It is also we can shape. Next one is span of attention. How we can improve the span of attention. So most of the thing is we can give some small type of beats to sort and to do some activity with the beats, or some small minute things to we can give to the therapist, and sorry, to the kid. So it's very, it's when we giving, sorry the distraction, it's very when we giving some activity like small beats, or the kids need more attention. Mm. Like, and the activity also want the kid also want to interest to the activity. So when we giving some small bits or small other things to do, or sorting or discriminating or identifying, it's when we continuously doing to the with the kids, it's improve the span of attention. Span of attention is the time of attention and the concentration of in the area of attention, it will improve. So the main thing is that we want to understand the kid. The main thing is we want to understand the kid, and we want to enter the kid's world, because autistic kids are living their own world. So we want to enter the kids' world. Then we want to give some activities or play like that. Then we want to make to shape the kid, and we want to bring the kid from their world to the normal world. Okay. So the other thing is how to reduce distraction of autistic kid. So the distraction will come like two things. First one is hyperactivity. Second one is lack of attention. So when the kid have more hyper, we want to reduce the hyperactivity or hyper behavior by giving OT and BT. The OT therapist and BT therapist have some different techniques of and plans to reduce the hyperactivity and increasing the waiting time and sitting tolerance, and giving attention and concentration activity to the kid. And we are working on eye contact activity. It will, when the attention and concentration will increase and hyperactivity will reduce and eye contact will increase, the distraction will reduce. So that we want to reduce the hyperactivity, and we want to increase the attention and concentration and eye contact in the case kids. It's very easy to reduce distractions of the kid. Okay, the next question is sitting tolerance. Sitting tolerance and waiting time. The two questions there. Okay, sitting tolerance means the kid want to sit in a area in a proper way, and they want to listen, they want to attend. And waiting time is the kids want to wait to do some activity or without the activity also the kids want to wait. We can make simply in that sitting tolerance with the activity, without activity. Without activity also called waiting time. So it's that make a good relationship with the kid and giving some interested activity to the kid. And when we giving interested activity to the kid, we can increase the distance of the activity. For example, beats, giving beats. So when we giving one beats to the kid, we want to give second beats after making him sitting and waiting. Like we want to count like 1 to 10 and giving other beats. So the kid gradually the kid will wait for that counting. So the kid will sit. So we what to do in the next, we want to increase the gap of the number. Like when I am giving one beats and he doing the activity and making him the kids in sit, and I'm counting 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, the kid will wait for next beat. So I'm giving next beat, and after that I'm counting the like 1 2 3 4 5, like a gap will increasing. We want to sure that we are only count 10 only. More than 10 it's not, the kid will, the kid distraction will increase. So counting like that and in that time we want to give some interested activity to the kid. The kid want to do that activity very interestedly, and we are making the kid in a comfortable manner. The kid will definitely, the kid will wait. Mhm. So gradually we can shape that one object to do the next. It's very easy, but first time we want to give a most interested thing to the kid. Like some beads or some bubbles, like that, or some shapes like that. When what the kid is more interested, we want to give like that. Okay, next one is, okay, the next question is, the most of the question in myself, the most of the parents or most of the therapists or most of the persons are asking the more question is, what is the difference between ADHD and autism? Because some kid have ADHD and some autistic kid have ADHD. The ADHD is a hyperactive attention deficit and hyperactivity behavior disorder. Attention deficit and hyperactivity disorder. The disorder have attention deficit, hyperactivity, and irritability. And in autism case also, the 70% of autistic kids have ADHD features. But the difference between autism, ADHD, and normal case of ADHD disorder is, in the normal case of ADHD disorder have high level of cognitive capacity, because it means that the kid is know about the every aspect of educational level and every aspect of knowledge level and communication level also, but the kid have the difficulty in the case of attending the activity. But in the case of autism, it's very difficult. The kids have very little self social communication. The kids have very little communication skills, social interaction skills. In the case of autism ADHD, because they are more hyper and they are more attention deficit is there. But in the case that there lack of social communication and lack of social interaction is there. Okay. So next question is, too much questions are coming. That's why I have to doubt what question I want to take. Or some person asked the difference between primary autism and secondary autism. I doesn't get it what is primary and secondary autism, because in the case of autism there is different types, we say, like mild, moderate, severe. Mm. In the case of the severity of the symptoms. And second thing is, the kid have IED. IDD means intellectual development delay, or the kid have not IDD. Like that, we are classifying the kids to treat. Okay, this is the main classification we are treating the kids. Oh, someone asked me point explanation. So the primary and secondary autism is like this. Mm, the autism we can see any time of the kid, but it's starting in the time of age 1 and 2. So in based on that kid's sign and symptoms, we can differentiate why it is mild, moderate, severe. Then we can go with the treatment plans. Okay. Okay. Any other questions? Some can have difficulty with making different sounds, stimming, like that, echolalia. So in the this is mainly coming from the part of BT. BT means behaviour therapy and speech therapy. In the case of behavior therapy, some kids are smartly doing some making some sounds and echolalia to, because that making that kid have a interest to make, because some kids are doing me 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 me. They are very interested to do that. Mm. Or some kids have some irritability time they are doing that. But in the case of speech therapy, when we are introducing new words, new letters, new concepts to the kid will be learning new things. It will the equality and the sound making will come. For example, you take a normal kid in the age time of age 1 to 2. The kid will learning to speak new words. So what the kid will do? They will listen others. For example, when I say mama, the kid will repeat mama. Gradually the kid will understand mama is calling for this, like that. So Here the repetitive sound making or different sound making we can reduce it in the case of behavior therapy by giving more activities or shape behavior conditioning or shaping. And in the stage of speech we are giving new words and new letters to the kids. The kid will learn to pronounce new words. The stimming or the sound making will shape to a new words or sentence like that. Okay. Okay, some great question will come. What is virtual autism? I said now here. I explain the virtual autism. So one question is, what is the difference between autistic kid and normal kid in the case of virtual autism? So when we giving more mobile phone or visual thing to the kid, they are addicted with the mobile or TV continuously. When we giving for giving the kids, continuously we giving mobile or other TV to the kid. Every most of the normal kids and autistic like autism forming also be there. But the normal kid, they can they can easy to communicate. When we giving the mobile time on time also, they can easily communicate. They can easily, we can easily interact the kid, and the kid will understand. Gradually the kid will understand the differences in the case of video and sound. And but in the case of virtual autism, the kid is continuously watching the mobile, and the kid have lack of attention will coming in other activity. Then when we are giving some other activity, the lack of attention will coming. And the kid is is the kid is understand, is the kid is hearing some sounds, but the kid is never understanding what sound is coming. And the kid is never understanding how to count. The counting is there, he learning some, he watching some counts counting, but the kid never understand what is the meaning of the kid watching or kid listening. Okay. And in the case of social interaction also, it will affect. After that, the case of autistic kid has a lack of social interaction is there, lack of communication is there, and some repetitive behavior also will come. Okay, okay. So it's time to conclude. So thank you to everyone. I am Ansar K, behavioral therapist, Level Rehabilitation Network. So, if you have any more doubt about autism spectrum disorder and its management, and more doubt about how to identify the autism and how to treat the autism in a very well manner, we are here for you to giving good guidance and good therapy and good management strategy with the collaboration of parents. So our services are behavioral therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy. And in the case of special education, also we are providing. So if you have any more doubts or more idea about the need, if you need more idea about autism, contact us in any time. Okay, through by website, mobile number, or directly to the clinic. Okay, my name is Ansar. Once again, my name is Ansar, behavioral therapist, Level Rehabilitation Network.